Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for One Piece chapter 987. When we last left our heroes, Kandoro was seemingly defeated by Kiku. We'll see how true that turns out to be. But then Kinemon and Denjiro met up with the other scabbards. They went to go have their final fight with Kaido. Meanwhile, back with Kaido, he was ready to execute Momonosuke, but offered Momonosuke a chance to get out of execution if he denied his heritage, which Momonosuke refused to do. And so right as Kaido is about to kill Momo, who would show up but the scabbards ready for their final battle. Also, Yamato officially disowned Kaido for trying to kill him once he found out the handcuffs were actual explosives. So yeah, let's jump right on into chapter 987. And we open here with this color cover of the whole Straw Hat gang. There's like a red bulldog by Sanji, Luffy's sitting on a yellow one with a blue one right next to him, and I think they're all on like a normal colored bulldog. I can't quite tell. That's what it looks like to me. Anyway, so we open with chapter 987, Vassals of Glory, and this seems to be the final moments of Oden's life. The flashback to the boiling scene. We see Kaido gets his scar. Oden lifts up the plate with his retainers on it. Open Wano's borders. After them, wipe out the name of Kozuki. And Oden calls out to Kaido, "Don't make the mistake of underestimating our samurai. They will speak of you for years to come. They can forget me for all I care. My soul will live on." And Kaido shoots Oden just like he did in the first time we saw the scene. And I don't know why I'm so out of breath right now. I can't understand why I opened so many videos out of breath. That makes no sense. But anyway, we then come back to the present with Kaido being pushed off the balcony by the samurai. "Lord Kaido, the Akazaya samurai. It's a raid. Grab your weapons." And we see Kinemon is pushing his sword into Kaido. Kiku has her sword through his hand. I think this is Nekomamushi who's biting into Kaido somewhere. Raizo has his blades up to Kaido's neck. And then all of a sudden we see the scar he got from Oden back then seems to flash or something. It's the rest of Kaido's body is kind of darkened, but the scar is white. I'm not sure what that means, but it seems to be some kind of pain that Kaido's feeling. "The scar I got from Oden. Why does it hurt? Why do their blades pierce me?" Was there a thing that... Oh yeah, because Kaido can barely be killed. He keeps trying to... I forgot when we first met Kaido, he was tossing himself off Sky Islands. And so I guess it's the same basic concept that because in the same way he could not be killed by falling from the cliff, he also can't be cut with blades. I feel like that was said at some point, but it's been so long I can barely remember. But yeah, anyway. "Why does it hurt? Why do their blades pierce me?" And then I think he's hit the ground, or no, he's still falling. "Do they use his Ryo too? Kaido's screaming?" So yeah, they've actually injured him. And then the samurai yell out, "Pierce his hide!" And just then he finally hits the ground, right as all of his henchmen go flying. "They crashed through the floor? They didn't do what I think they did. Did they? Kill those samurai." This is all the henchmen. After they kind of escaped from the dust cloud, they've collected themselves together and are coming back to help out Kaido. "Kill those samurai. Were the pirates earlier just a distraction? There could be more intruders around." And just then, Old Man Hyo and I don't remember who these other guys are. They might just be his old Yakuza buddies. But anyway, Hyo holds them all off with his sword. "You're correct, but we won't let you get any closer to the Akazaya." And Big Mom, off in the distance, still watching. "What's this? What a violent feast. Is Kaido dead or what? Whoa, they were in disguise? Aren't those the Yakuza we had imprisoned in Udon?" So yeah, all of the henchmen are kind of taking in the fact that now, not only are the Akazaya back from the dead, so is Old Man Hyo. Though they didn't think he was dead, but whatever. And this is Yamato and Luffy. "Let's hurry, Luffy. We have to help finish Kaido off. Those are the real vassals of Oden." And Luffy tells him, "Yeah, and they're tough." And just then, "I found you. Yamato. For this time, I'm doing the 2-page spread thing on 1-page thing that Shueisha offers. And so this panel looks really tiny to me, so I think that might be, I always forget if Ulti or page 1 is the Centaur. I feel like it's page 1. No, I think it's Ulti. I think it's Ulti attacking Yamato. Oh, headbutt! And yeah, Yamato calls her out. Ulti! And Ulti looks at him. You're going to pay for what you did to me. Whatever was the meaning of that, Yamato? It's what I should have done. This is the day when I become Kozuki Odin at last. And Ulti just looks at him. I have no idea what that means. Are you crazy or stupid? And just then, a random beast pirate. Young Master Yamato? It's an emergency. Your father's been attacked. This area is crawling with enemies. And Yamato looks back at the guy. Well, I'm not on your side anymore. Let my father die. What? And just then, Big Mom finally notices that Luffy is there. Straw Hat! Ugh, Big Mom, I'm busy right now. I love that. There's something, it reminds me of the scene in, like, late Naruto. One of my favorite late Naruto scenes, when Hashirama first arrives on the battlefield, and Madara is like, alright, Hashirama, time for our ultimate battle. And Hashirama's like, no, we'll deal with this later. It's got big bad energy. Anyway, ugh, Big Mom, I'm busy right now. Nami, while still struggling against the homie, let's get out of here, Carrot. Yeah. Black balls. I guess I'm, again, trying to look at that tiny panel there. It looks like she stuffed some kind of, like, electro ball inside the homie's mouth. Elaclaw, lightning cloud rod. And then, so, oh right, because Carrot also has some lightning powers with her Mink abilities. So the two of them electrocute the homies while Big Mom is distracted and get away. Back with Big Mom. I came all this way just so I could kill you. And Luffy just looks at her. And then Kaido gets back. We come back to Kaido at long last. And Kaido gets back up. All of Orochi's hallucinations no one believed have come to pass. The rumors of figures at Odin Castle. Punk Hazard. Dressrosa. The lost island of Zou. Oddly enough, you have been hiding in the shadow, cast by the very man I've had my eye on. Straw Hat. So you've allied yourselves with pirates. Oh, so, right, because of course he's been looking... I guess that means that they kept the presence of Kinemon and Kanjuro quiet that whole time? I mean, I figured he would have at least known about Kanjuro, both because Kanjuro was on his side secretly, but also because I thought that Doflamingo had Kanjuro captured. So it makes sense that Dofi, because he was working for Kaido, would have told Kaido about that, or maybe Doflamingo didn't know Kanjuro was important enough to the history of Wano that he didn't think it worth telling Kaido, just like some random clown guy he captured. I don't know. Anyway, you persevered for 20 years, and in some cases traveled through time. You managed to recruit an army, and he looks at each of them in turn. But pirates will betray you. When they know you'll lose, they will abandon you and sail away. And I've already beaten Straw Hat Luffy into submission once. And Kinemon calls him out. You speak slander. Sir Luffy is not like you. He will one day stand at the pinnacle of the sea. If every last one of us dies, he will remain. Mark my words, daybreak will come to Wano. That is the promise I made to my lord. Now we come back to the performance floor. Just back to the scene with Big Mom and Luffy. Why did you come here, Straw Hat? Don't tell me jokes about beating Kaido. No, that's not it. What? And Yamato, shocked at the sudden turn. It's not Luffy? And Hyo, I think all of our forces are shocked that they're not here to beat Kaido. I'm also kind of shocked too, because I thought that was the whole point. Which also does kind of remind me, I don't think we ever found out why Kaido. Like when this whole beat Kaido thing was first introduced, way back in Punk Hazard, we never found out why Law wanted to take Kaido down. I don't think we did. And, like maybe it's just Kaido is tied up with Doflamingo, and Law wanted to take down Doflamingo, and he's like, also let's beat up a Yonko, and Kaido's just the one to beat. Kaido's gonna be on our tail if we take down Dofi. But also he didn't originally want to take down or beat Dofi himself. He wanted Kaido to do it for him. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. There's still some mystery up with law that I hope gets ironed out before we're done here. Anyway, one sec. Mm. Anyway, Hyo calls out, "What was that, Straw Hat? What did you say, Straw Hat fellow?" And back to Luffy. "It's Kaido and you and your officers and Orochi and his followers. I came here to whoop the whole lot of you. It's an all-out war." And that's a great line right there. And Big Mom laughs. Don't get ahead of yourself. With what, a few hundred men? And Queen also hears, "Muhahaha, what a dope." Just then Queen gets a call. Master Queen. An invading force of thousands has snuck in through the rear. Wait, what? When did this happen? It's the samurai we arrested in the flower capital, the prisoners from Udon. And there's the former warlord Law in addition to the pirates from earlier. Did they have thousands? Oh, right. I guess it was specifically the report they're from the rear that shocked me, because I thought they all kind of came in together. But yeah, we knew that they had this huge-ass army. And there's the former warlord Law in addition to the pirates from earlier. They're all working together, and they just keep coming. For some reason, there's also Marco the Phoenix near the entrance, with Charlotte Perisparrow. He went back to fuck with Perisparrow again. Good on you, Marco. Huh? Every last drunk on Onigashima, listen up. The party's over. Grab your weapons. This is Queen to the whole troops. Huh? And then I think this is our guy. Yeah, because we see Hyo with them. Let's do it. Let's take back our Wano. Whoa, row, row, row. And then this is Kaido, who is also hearing all this. I heard that, Straw Hat. Do it. I accept your challenge. And he changes back into his dragon form. Whoa, row, 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 row. I'll show you the greatest army in the world. And he flies up to breaks the rooftop. And we see a whole bunch of, I think all of the Akazaya have grabbed onto Kaido's scales. So Luffy, much appreciated. And Luffy calls up to him, Kinemon, I'll catch up later. Now we come to the roof. Oh, so I guess they just needed more space for the fight. Because Kaido is just so fucking huge. So now all of the scabbards are on the roof to fight Kaido. So yeah, dome roof Onigashima. Whoa, row, 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 row. I think I've sobered up. If you want to do battle, an open space is best. Just like the last time. Only now, Odin is dead. And then Nekomamushi responds to him. But there's one more difference between that day and now. We had a feeling Yugura wouldn't be fighting inside the dome in dragon form. So we brought many a warrior from our kingdom with us. The Minks. The snow is light, like flower petals. The perfect night to watch the full moon. Next chapter hits August 23rd. We're getting some mink babies. Oh yeah. What was the mink form called? The thing that Carrot did at the end of Whole Cake. Anyway, this chapter was a lot of fun. I'm still, again, questioning the seeming decision to have Kandro killed off, off screen. I think that's one of the worst. If Kandro was dead, that would be one of the worst decisions One Piece has ever made. Not because I think Kandro, deserves the world or anything, but because they just set him up as this big traitor. Which should lead to a great emotional fight between him and the Scabbards that just fully happened off screen. And before I read this chapter, there was a part of me theorizing that maybe the Scabbards were actually Kanjuro and his actual good drawings, except for Kinemon. Kinemon and Dendro, who weren't there. That, he had made one of the Scabbards look like himself, and then the others looked like the ground or something with his art ability, and then changed himself into one of the Scabbards, probably Kiku, and then had clones of the other members. I had that kind of crazy theory in my head for a second. And I think because that's excluding Kinemon and Dendro, I think that could still be the case. Though this line from Nekomamushi implies that it's not. Just because I'm not sure. It would be very obvious that they're not who they say they are when they don't suddenly transform under the full moon. Because the drawings would not have the same shifting abilities that the Minks would have. But yeah, the chapter is a good bit of fun. As has been documented, I've had plenty of problems with the Onigashima raid so far. It's just been really, really scattered so far. And it's still not without its problems. Again, the habit of just like skipping would normally be important content in Kondoro and most of the Big Mom stuff the past few chapters. But now it looks like it's all coming out for what might be the finale of Wano, if not the finale of Kaido himself. As the Scabbards have their sights on Kaido himself, Luffy's attracted the attention of Big Mom and really everyone else in the building. The Alliance forces are all coming in. Marco is just kind of trolling Perospero, which is my favorite panel. Perospero keeps coming up and Marco just keeps returning. And then, yeah, now we have the Minks coming in for, to put the smackdown on Kaido. And of course, presumably, Luffy will be the one to beat Kaido in the end. But here's hoping the Scabbards give him one hell of a fight. So I'm going to leave this video off here. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe or, do whatever makes you happy, And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye!